Hello, hello, hello. All right. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's filtering in. Let's say hi to everyone here. Good morning, Michelle. You were the first one here. And Max, good morning. Anthony, good to see you. Douglas, Keith, and Glenn, and Mabel is home from the hospital. Mabel, I hope you're doing well. Dina Kelly, good to see you. Brad Smith, good morning. Good morning. And Megan, all right. Okay, I am super excited today because of our topic. And today I wanted to talk about just being a tiger mom, but at the end, hopefully it will be something that we are going to all round up and like be tiger people together. Okay. So, you know what was interesting is most of you know me. I am Dr. Natalie Phillips, and I am a good friend of Lisa Copeland and a good friend of all of you guys now in this community and the honorary automotive fam. And, you know, I also have the nickname of Tiger Mom. And so that is what we're going to talk about today. And, you know, I talk to people about, you know, what do they think about when they hear Tiger Mom or whatever it is, right? And a lot of people actually don't know what it is. When I asked somebody most recently, he said, oh, I think of a mama bear, right? I think of being protective. Good morning, Marcus Stone and Janelle, beautiful. Good morning. All right. So, you know, when you hear Tiger Mom, those of you who have not actually read a book, there's a book, just FYI. So I'm going to give you a little bit more information for those of you who don't know what a Tiger Mom is, okay? So, because I know Marcus Stone calls me a Tiger Mom all the time, and Josh O does too. And anyway, so there's a book out there called Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother, and it's written by Amy Chua, so C-H-U-A. Anyone taking notes, put that out there. Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother, if you really want to read it. You don't have to, but it is based on a book. And, you know, a lot of people, it's really, yeah, exactly. So Dina's saying, does it mean that it's a fierce mom? Kind of, yeah. So, but a lot of people actually don't know what a tiger mom is. So I want to go through that today because I thought that was super funny. And I think that hopefully you guys will know a little bit more about maybe who I am, but I bet you a lot of you are like that too. Mabel says she buys that book for a lot of people. Really? Who do you buy it from? I'm just kind of curious. Is it your friends? Is it people that you work with? Is it people on your team? Thank you, Michelle. Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother. Okay. So the definition of a tiger mom is a mother raising her children in a traditional Chinese way. So if those of you who don't know me, yes, I am Asian, and yes, I grew up in Hawaii, but I am actually like 100% Chinese. At least that's what I've been told, and that's what I know. I'm super scared to do the DNA test because in case I'm not fully Chinese, I really think I am, but I have no idea. Anyway, that's off the point. Okay, so it is a mother raising her children in a traditional Chinese way, including strict rules, check, tough love, check, and discipline, check, to get children to succeed. I hope. You know, I hope my children succeed. Okay, so although I know it's kind of a joke, I know, but I'm no way offended at all because it is the truth. I am a tiger mom when I have to with my kids. I am a tiger mom when I have to with accountability partners. And I am a tiger mom when I have to with office staff, patients when I have to encourage them along to do something that I need them to do, and students that I supervise and I teach. And Mabel is saying, new moms, oh really? People I meet that I'm like, yeah, you need this. Okay. That's awesome, Mabel. That's really good. Okay. So, you know, the operative words, if you've heard me just say those statements, are when I have to, you know, because I think the thought of being a tiger mom is that, oh my gosh, like you're just way too intense, but you have to have this fine balance. And I want to explore that today with you guys because there is this fine line of being a tiger mom. And, you know, when I say that I have to, you know, that I feel like rules still have to be in place, but there still has to be some respect because we're all adults, right? We're all adults. And yeah, I know when it comes to parenting and kids, they're not, but you know what? There's a time when you have to give your kids a little bit of control and a little bit where they are able to still create and still be the person that they're supposed to be, right? Okay. Anthony says, both Marcus and I appreciate you being a tiger mom to us. Thank you, Anthony, and you're welcome. And Mabel says, my mom raised me in the tiger mom way, but we are Dominican, so she is a tigre. Okay, mom. All right. So I want to go over that, and I always have lists. And so what I want to do today is kind of just go over the good things and the bad things, because I want to recognize that there are bad qualities and characteristics of being a tiger mom all the time, and there's some good qualities, and there's a fine balance, right? Because you never really want to lead here. I mean, we're not all moms, but we all are leaders. You guys are up early. You guys are here wanting to learn, and we are all leaders, and you can never lead with fear, because I think it's going to be in the long run more detrimental. And you really want to carefully balance that strictness and encouragement and lead, so that by example, so that you can actually motivate your team, right? Okay, so we're going to go through a short list of why it's bad to be a tiger mom in business or leadership. So number one is you can be too demanding and push and pressure to achieve success, which can ultimately lead the other way to laziness and being aloof, right? And your team members never believing that they can do anything right. So you don't want to be too demanding and too pushy. Number two is that you can be overbearing and you can micromanage, right? And this, I feel like with kids, with your team members, anybody with staff, overbearing and micromanaging, like nobody wants that, right? And so if you're like that, sometimes it can thwart the creativity of your team. And, I feel like people won't ever feel comfortable because they're just like, I don't know if she's going to like it that way. So I just kind of have to walk on eggshells, or, they go into robot mode where they're just going to do whatever you say. And that's not a way to cultivate a team, right? So you don't want to be too demanding. You don't want to be too overbearing and micromanage. The third thing that I came up with why it's bad to be a tiger mom is that it can cause resentment, right? We've all, show me some love, likes, hearts, if you've seen Lion King. And I know it's not the same animal because we're talking about tigers, and I know that's lions, but you get it, right? But Lion King, right? I don't know what happened to Scar, but Scar probably was not treated well, or I have no idea what happened. But when you cause resentment in the pack or the tribe, something's going to happen, right? When you cause this resentment, you lessen that dynamic of that team relationship. And you'll have employees, and then they'll get their work done for you, sure, because they're there and they're going to work hard. But if you push them too hard, you will cause resentment. And they still may be driven and determined, but they're going to work so hard, and they're going to be pushed out and maybe forced into the world of your competitor and not be loyal. And so, I brought that up. So those are three reasons why it is bad to be a tiger mom in business or leadership: is too demanding, don't be too overbearing and micromanage, and don't cause resentment. Okay, now we're going to shift it to why it is good to be a tiger mom in business and to lead. So number one is, you always have those days where maybe your team kind of sits back, and whether they feel defeated, or whether there's like confusion, or there's doubt, or there's rejection because something didn't kind of work out right, having that sternness, right? Being stern, you're going to be able to whip your team right back into shape and snap them back into reality and quickly get them back on task if you're able to do it that way, right? So just being stern, loving, but stern, right? Like, all right, guys, let's round it up together. Let's kind of review what happened, and like, let's keep going, So being stern, right, is a good thing. Number two is expectations and standards are set high. So, you want clear communication, right? Set goals. And if your goals are met, spend time celebrating with your team. But if your goals aren't met, then spend time, kind of working to adjust it or to fix it. So have these high expectations. It's fine, and set standards, but have clear communication around those standards and around those expectations, so that you guys can either celebrate, or you can figure out, how did that not work? So let's just figure out how we're going to make it better. Okay. You guys are probably putting up some great comments here, and I will have to kind of catch up on that, because I want to make sure that I get through all of this here. All right. So why it's good to be a tiger mom is being stern, having clear communication about high expectations and standards. And the last thing I have is that you can really encourage, again, with love, but encourage others to focus and step out in their own strength. And it will help your team avoid the imposter syndrome, right? The imposter syndrome. So, you really don't want your team to go, oh, well, she's doing it really great or he's doing it really great, so I'm going to have to be just like him, because that is not letting them, again, cultivate that creativity and really figuring out what their strengths are. I have a really, really great friend of mine who is an awesome team leader, and she does an assessment on her team members, and it really reveals their strengths and their weaknesses. And then after she looks at that, she steps back, she makes a whole spreadsheet, and then she assigns them 2 tasks and 2 projects based on strengths and weaknesses so that they can work together to be the best team that they can. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're like the most brilliant person ever, because she does that. And so, really encouraging people, you can be a tiger mom and encourage, right? All right. So what I want to say is, we're all tiger moms, right? Or should I say we're all tiger leaders? Because if you expect hard work, if you have high standards, if you have strict rules, if you push with tough love and have discipline, all I have to say is welcome to the pack. Welcome, everyone, because you are all tiger leaders. All right, so we are heading out. I made it in 15 minutes. I always have these long lists to share with you guys, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get through and truck through. And so I'm so glad that you guys joined in. I'm laughing because I just saw Mabel's comment that says, Scar was on keto and Hayton. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. And I hope this kicked you into gear and helped you understand that, we're all tiger leaders. You guys are all here early this morning. You joined some other shows that we all join, in the morning. And so you guys are ready to kick the day in the butt. And I'm so, so glad to share that with you. If some of you that don't know me, you can find me. I'm Dr. Natalie Phillips. You can find me for more information. Actually, on my business page, Dr. Natalie Phillips, and it has my picture there leaning against this wood wall. And also, I do a show every Wednesday called Just Connect at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because I'm in Colorado. And then I also host a podcast show on any of your podcast apps called Connecting a Better World. So I am so glad to see all of you, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson and this episode on being a tiger leader. And I believe Lisa will be back tomorrow. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you all have a great day. All right. See you later. Bye.